Hello and welcome to this ACT lesson. Today I want to show you how you can analyze student examination marks in MS Excel. And we are going to use three functions. The if function will be used for determining the grade according to a certain grading system which we have. The count function can be used to count the number of students by just counting the number of their marks or their average marks. And the COUNTIF function will be used to determine or to count the number of different grades scored. For example, if we have pass grades, how many pass grades were scored? If we have excellent grade, how many excellent grades were scored? That one we will determine using the COUNTIF function. To better understand how this thing is working, I will go ahead and do it in MS Excel. Right here you can see I have around 15 students who sat for the end of the year examination, and these are their first and last names. Then this is the average mark scored by each student. So I want to determine the grade for each student according to the average marks he or she scored, and I will be using this grading system here. Any average mark which is between 80 and 100 will be given an excellent grade. The one between 50 and 79 will get a pass. And if a student average mark is between 0 and 49, of course that is a fail. Down here, I will count how many excellent grades I have, number of passes and number of fail, so that this analysis can be used by the teacher to gauge what they can do according to how the students have performed. Then finally, I will count using count function the number of students using this column by just applying the count function. And finally, this count here must be equivalent to the sum of the number I will get here plus here plus here. And to do that is very simple. Since my grading system has 3 grades, I'm going to use a nested if function, and I will just start it by putting equal sign and writing the word if, and I will double click the word if. You can see here we have to do logical test, and the first logical test will be pick what you want to test, which is a value in cell D3. Then I will use greater or equal, and I want to check if it is 80 or above 80 by just putting here 80. That one I will be applying this first range. Then I will just put a comma. In case this grade is between 80 and 100, it should write excellent. So I will put the word excellent here by just clicking the cell with the word excellent. Then I will go before this letter H and put $sign to make it absolute, so that it will not shift from this column. And I will also go before row number 8, and put $sign, meaning it should not move away from row number 8. So this one means it will not move away from this cell when I am dragging down the formula. I will go ahead and put a comma. So in case the grade or the marks scored here does not qualify in this range, we have to do another test for the second level of the grading table. And we are going to apply again if function, double click, and remember my value is in D3, so I will just type it here, D3. Then do the test if it is 50 or above. So I will use greater or equal to 50. And if it is greater or equal to 50, I want it to show pass. So I will just click this cell with the pass. And I will have to put $sign here to make this cell absolute reference. By absolute reference, I mean it will not shift from this cell H9 even if I'm dragging down the formula. I will put another comma. Now in case the max here doesn't qualify in range 1 and range 2, of course it must be a fail. So I will just come here and click fail. And I don't want it to shift from this cell, so I'll make it absolute reference using the $sign. So this means don't shift from column H and don't shift from row 10. And finally, I will have to close this formula by closing these two open brackets for the two ifs. So I will just close them like that and press enter. Indeed, you can see 67 according to this table is a pass. If I click this, I can read my formula up here. So I will go ahead and just drag my formula down like that. So automatically you can see 48 is a fail, 71 is a pass, 85 is excellent, and 87 is excellent. Next, I want to count the number of excellent grades and the number of passes and fails. That way, I will use COUNTIF. I will just put equal sign and write here COUNTIF. Double click it from the list. Now you can see it has two parts, the range and the criteria. The range is where to search the excellent grade. So I will tell it to search it from here to here. Then comma. Criteria is what I am searching. Of course, I am searching for excellent grade. And my excellent grade is in this cell, G13. So I will click it. And I will just close the bracket and press enter. So you can confirm there are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now here we will not drag down. Don't make that mistake because here it is only checking excellent. Coming to pass, you have to do it independently. Just write COUNTIF. Double click COUNTIF. After that, it has two parts. Show it the range where to count, comma, and what to count is pass. Okay, and close the bracket. Finally, I will do another one. COUNTIF. Double click the word COUNTIF. Show it the range, comma, and what is to be counted fail. So I will click the word fail and close the brackets. So we can confirm if fails are 3, 1, 2, 3, there are 3. And the passes, of course, they must be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I want to use count function to count the number of students by using this column for the marks, because count only count numbers, it doesn't count letters. So I will put equal sign, just write count, double click it and select all the marks, and it has given me 15, which is equivalent to the number of students. And if I add this 3 here, if I take number of excellents plus number of passes plus number of fails, my calculation is correct and my data is properly analyzed in MS Excel. Please go ahead and try this and see you next time. Bye bye.